Good evening, everyone. This is T-Mac for T-Mac's American Experience, and we're out to investigate an area I have never got to go to, and thank God I got part of the dream team here with me. I got Trapper.
What's up?
Okay, which it's always a pleasure when we get to go out for a hike with him, and he's recovering. I'm recovering from some stuff too. So, okay, and then on this side with the red light there, that is the cameraman. Yes.
How y'all doing? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Of Cameraman and Crew, okay, the creator of this group here. And we're out checking an area they call Claim 33. We'll give a little bit of some of the stuff out. We got some railroad tracks not far from here. We're not too far, probably, 15, 20 miles from a gigantic Army base. And they are doing their maneuvers tonight, so we will see some planes, trains, and helicopters getting in the way of some of this. But other than that, should be pretty quiet. And we're looking forward to an active night. They've told me some pretty crazy stuff that has happened back here, including Trapper had a direct sighting that was very, very eye-opening. All right, so on that note, let's cue the music and let's get to this adventure. If you see anything, you hear anything, say something, drop stuff in the comments. It's an interactive hiking adventure. So we look for wildlife, signs of wildlife, especially predator activity, and we look for Bigfoot, Yeti, Sasquatch, rock throwers, whatever you feel like it is. Let's see what we can find tonight. We're going to get into something hopefully very good. All right. All right, we're rolling. Okay, Jack is heading that way. We kind of came to a crossroad, and Trapper is headed that way in, and I'm headed straight. We're on a power line cut is where I'm walking down. They're heading off there, but I'm going to stay on the power line cut. Me and Trapper both messed up. Trapper forgot his radio, and I have two of them. I had one dead from the last hike and one fully charged, and reached for and grabbed it. Thought I grabbed the fully charged one, but I grabbed the dead one. So we don't have radio communication with each other. Okay, it is cold night. It said 30 degrees. I'm showing with my thermal. We're showing top end at 26. So winds are not bad, though, which is part of the reason this is the night National Guard's doing their training, because there's a huge storm coming. And I mean, not like another snowstorm. All this is going bye-bye throughout the whole entire state of Ohio, which is like 90-some% snow covered right now. We're going to get torrential rains and temperatures going up into the 50s starting tomorrow, with winds going up to gusting to 50 plus miles an hour. And they said sustained 20 to 30 mile per hour winds. So it's going to get wicked starting tomorrow. And so give you just a little bit of the stuff here. I got to mention, this looks like a little bridge right here. Cool. Again, I got to try to follow the tracks I'm following. Don't look like people tracks. I'm trying to look. They looks like I can see hoof prints in there. I think they're deer. So I'm following deer tracks right now. So they don't look bigger than that. And deer is one of the largest. It's the largest herbivore wild animal, non-domestic. It is like non-farm animal in the state. Is the white-tailed deer, and they are in heavy abundance around here. So, sorry, you get my breath in the way. Yeah, I apologize about that. See, not much of a breeze at all. We just had one of those Army, it was a Chinook helicopter that went over us. If you know anything about military stuff, a Chinook is a gigantic double-bladed helicopter, large blade in the front and large in the back, and can carry personnel or heavy cargo. Absolutely amazing beast, and great for maneuvers like this. And there's also been some C-17s and C-130s zooming over top because they're coming in for drops. Okay. I try to adjust my equipment a little bit. Everything gets ripper jammed. We had about a mile hike into this point. And for Jack, that's short. That's a short hike in. So I just got one light on here, and I'm gonna kill the headlamp. We're gonna switch on the PowerTech Warrior. Now, being that the charged up radio was the only thing I forgot, especially going an hour and a half away from my home, I'm gonna call that a win for me. Now, Trapper said there'll be a few spots where I could possibly turn into the woods, and if I see one of those pathways, we'll evaluate it and see whether we're going to do that or not. But we heard power line cuts are a really good area for these things, that they use them for traversing because they're remote and clear, so it doesn't take a ton of energy to move along these, and there's not a lot of people. Also, because of the military activity, Trapper says, and it's kind of why we picked this area in particular, the activity picks up because they're all around the military base, but when there's all of the rigmarole to do with training and heavy machinery, that these things will clear out and often come over to this area. So my gear, I'm sorry I keep adjusting my gear from my illness that I was battling there. I dropped so much weight that nothing fits right anymore. Not even my hats. Nothing fits. And they said keep an eye on these tracks. Okay. That's something coming into there, but that's just a game trail. But these tracks here, they look, I'm gonna try to see if I can make out what they are. They don't look fresh, but I gotta say right now, these kind of look like I'm catching like a couple different animals here. I definitely got a white-tailed deer, but it looks like I got a coyote tracking this way as well. That would be a nasty fall. Okay. So there's a highway not far from here, not a divided highway, but a state route, just a two-lane road. We'll also get some of the traffic noise from that. Again, because this is such a new area to me, I'm unfamiliar with sights, sounds, and smells. check around here because I think I see a trail here. Looks like this. We'll head in over here because we got lots of tracks following this. This is a hunting area in the daytime because that looks like the sled like a hunter would drag for carrying their kill out. But, okay, that looks like a smaller, probably like a squirrel running up the tree. Somebody painted some marks on here, probably to find their hunting area. It's interesting, and I'd honestly like to tell you more because it's a real fascinating area that I'm in. But again, this is not my area, and upon cameraman's request, he wants the location kept on the down low, and I understand that completely. So I have to withhold some of the stuff I know about the area, but I will say this area has been noted into more of ancient times, high Native American activity. I'm going to tell you, I can hear the helicopters. That's what some of that background noise is. Those helicopter blades. Wow, this is a really cool area though. Now I gotta mention, I'm gonna say I only forgot one thing. I forgot two things. Reverend Dan from Mississippi sent me a really cool bat for squatch knocking, and left it at home on accident. So that'll be coming out in future hikes. So again, most of my time right now has been going to my friend who has stage 4 colon cancer, and spending a lot of time with him, as well as everybody knows who John Llama Walker is. His family, which is I consider my family, is also going through a family crisis here with health, and I have been running all over, running back and forth between two different hospitals, and just trying to be there for my friends and family. This is my last hike. I was out with cameraman and MT at Claim 2, and because of either health, weather, or family and friends' health, I have not been out on a hike since then, and I've been missing the woods. I think somebody marked these trails, but I don't know who. Here's where a lot of the game trails continue on. So we're gonna head this way. What I am going to do, though, I have to get the glove off to get it. We're going to get our first glow stick out. This is kind of a winter test for these two because they've been sitting in my car. Okay. I'm going to stick that right there. So look, show you with the light off. And this is, you hear the snow crunching, it's a little icy. It got up above freezing for a little bit today. Got everything soft and slushy, and then went back below freezing and turned this into a sheet of slushy or crunchy ice. This is my first snow video of this season. And I think it's time I set off my predator collar as well. Because I see kind of a little stream right over here. We're in a little, kind of the valley of that little stream. Okay. And we're going to set off, because it's deer hunting season, we're setting off Fawn in Distress. Okay. Let me make sure we got the volume all the way up. Okay, we're going to go Fawn in Distress. 3, 2, 1. It's going to get loud. Okay, tuck this back in. There's a cool little area here with this little stream. There is, Portage County's got several lakes, you know, claim to a lake in the woods, as we call it. There's one there. But there's a lake in these woods too. It's a little bigger, but than a lake in the woods. But can't give out the location of that. But there is a lake on this property. I'm trying to give a good scan with the thermal as well. I swear I was seeing, let me turn off the light here for a second. I swear I was seeing another light way over there, but I don't see it now. Interesting, somebody put some sort of little bridge here. Oh yeah, I do. Right. I was seeing a light behind me there. I don't know if... Right there. Okay. I don't know if that's trapper or... cameraman. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press on. Part of the reason I don't like us we spread out because it's a big area, but I kind of don't like that because it's like Jack finds something, you know, he gets it on his video, I don't get it on mine. Let's see, we got some tracks over here. You can tell these gotta be deer. They probably had bedded down there even, but they were digging up. I can see the acorns underneath there. They start digging up for food. And again, I can't really tell these tracks right here. I cannot make out what they are, if that's deer or what it is, but it goes wandering off into the woods up the hill. Trapper is the track expert. He probably could tell me definitively. I'm amateur at learning. I guess you could say I'm an understudy there. I'm in training. Yeah, I got somebody coming up that way. But I'm going to press on because I think it's probably one of my teammates. This looks like somebody had skis here and they went up sideways with their skis. That may be what I'm looking at. It may not be what I thought was a sled for deer, maybe a cross-country skier. Okay. Again, what I said about the tracks, I'm not a professional on that. I'm studying, so, but again, I investigate, so I do usually figure out a lot of them. Did you hear that? I don't know if that's my guys. So I see two lights. But I am going to head back towards the lights now. I hear them. This might be some of my crew, and I think I'm going to mess with them. We're going to turn on this, and we're going to do Peter Cottontail. It's going to get loud. 3, 2, 1. Again, because we don't have radios. Can't tell them I'm doing it, but it might freak them out for a few seconds until they realize it's me. And again, I think that's them. I don't know for certain. We're going to find out together. Okay, let me hit the lights. There's looks like 2 flashlights over there. Could be cameraman and trapper. Could be 2 randos. I don't know. I heard a noise there. In between, I don't know if it was them. We're gonna have to compare notes. You guys probably seen this on the way in. There's an X right there, and it's clearly, it's a touching legit X. So, I am open carrying my 2 wireless hole punchers. Okay. I gotta mention that. Kind of why I walk pretty confident when I see people I'm not sure who they are. I realize I walk this deep back in here. I think I took a wrong turn, but that looks stream tide there. I don't know what that's about. I think I'm back out to the wire cut. So I'm gonna head back down, see if I can figure out whose light that was. Oh, I hear an owl. And I see where that is over that way. So I gotta go back in. sorry, there's a little bit of backtracking here, but those owls that we hear, they're often signaling something else. My experience, it's a little thick to try to get over to him. I don't think I can meet him from there. Okay. No. We gotta go back down the trail. I just thought maybe there might be a way to cut over to him, but there's not. We're gonna go back this way. I heard that owl sound off, and I don't know if you could hear it over the crunching of the snow. Try and see if I can find a way over to him, whoever that is. I think it's Trapper, but I'm not sure. I see their light quietly. So we're gonna eventually cut into these woods and see where we can go. Try to look and see where there's a decent opening to cut in there. These are burrs and thorns that I'm going through right now, so most of my stuff is Gore-Tex, so I hopefully won't have too many sticking in me. But we'll see. It's always fun on the ride home, finding which burr stuck. Here we got a little bit of drainage ditch here. Gonna get across this here. So this is now major off-trail stuff, so I'm going to turn off my light, see if I can see where they are, or at least one light was. We're going to just turn on the headlamp. I am going to, so that I don't get lost, we're going to pick up another glow stick. Right there. Now, I'm kind of kicking myself for wearing the glasses because you're seeing a lot of my breath, but a lot of it's going right up and coating my glasses with fog. I think I'm going to follow along the stream. See what these tracks are. I cannot make out what they are. Okay. So now I'm on the opposite side of the stream. Ooh, I just heard something getting thrown through the trees there. Now look at the thorns on these trees. It's kind of what I'm battling through here. Got a train going in the background. There's a spider. Look at why, how? Look at this dude. That's a bloody spider. Huh. I hear the Chinook helicopter blades going in the background right now. I thought I heard something. Kind of like an owl. But I'm not sure. I see over here, looks like this might be a pathway I'm gonna head over to it. It's not a pathway, but those are definitely human tracks, so I think I'm on the right trail. Yep, I see someone over here. I see someone. I'll follow these tracks. Yep, I'm following. I think this is one of my team's tracks right over here. And definitely some deer tracks that I'm following. I do see it's like trapper and then cameras on the other side. And I just said something. Did you hear that over my talking? Something hit right up in the tree by me. I don't know, drop down in the comments if you heard it. If you didn't, not a big deal. There'll probably be more. I'm gonna try to get over to them. It's definitely from deer scavenging. Deer been busy through here. They probably were bedded down. But there's a lot of acorns. You can see where they were digging up acorns. This is another little stream, little bottom, little creek bottom, or whatever they call it. Interesting geography features here. So Trapper's in front of me, and Jack is right over there. You can hear those helicopters. Busy night, and just for orientation, we are north of this base. gotta ask you a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, a little bit ago, I could see your guys' light up there, and I turned to come back to you, and I heard some kind of weird noise.
Did you hear him? We don't know what that was. That wasn't us.
That wasn't you guys. Oh,
No.
dang. I said I thought it was you guys.
No.
It wasn't. Yeah, because I had set off my predator collar, and then after it made that noise, I thought you guys were making that noise to get my attention.
No.
So I clicked the rabbit in distress after that.
Huh.
So, because I thought, well, because I thought maybe you guys were like doing something to get my attention to come out.
No, not at all.
Alrighty.
It was not us.
Alrighty. Well, look at that. That's going to be somewhere around that 23 to 26 minute mark, somewhere around there. I'm going to look at that on my video when I get back. I'm just kind of noting the time even for other people.
Almost sounded like an animal was being killed. That's what almost sounded like.
I don't know if you can't, like I said, I did set off my predator collar.
Yeah, okay.
I set the first one off was fawn in distress, but then I seen you guys coming over here, and it was when you guys were close by, like you probably would have been able to see my light when that sound hit.
Yeah.
And I've had, I don't know if they were rocks or what, but I had two things thrown at me, two separate times. Huh? No, I'm recording. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Where you went, you're getting close down. I mean, that goes a ways. But this is where all that stuff happens.
Okay.
Up in this area, all the way back. I think you got some ravines that way.
Yeah. I was following some cross-country ski tracks down that other side. I hung up a couple glow sticks. Because then when I seen you guys, I like cut in through the woods to find you. I didn't actually come in on a trail this time.
Oh.
Okay.
He's gone.
He's Jack. He's doing Jack things. His nose there. I mean, he gets onto something. I mean, I can't question his tactics because his results are phenomenal. Chinook coming over. Okay, these are some deer tracks going off that way.
It even gets weirder as more we go into it.
That's usually the way I like it.
Like these trees are all weaved in.
Yeah, they are. They woven together. Here comes a train. Say this is near railroad tracks. What's that?
Gray. Something large and gray, kind of hunched over like this, ran that way to my right. You see anything on there?
No. Let me break out the big light. Light this area up.
I don't know if they caught it on camera or not. I thought I saw it on camera. I didn't see it out there. I was looking at my camera screen.
I'm checking through my thermal and I'm not seeing anything hit above 20, nothing above 29 degrees.
Well, that was weird then.
But I mean, if it's far back, it'll key on it and it'll still read a low temperature because it's far back. But
okay, maybe I was just seeing something. I don't know. I might have just seen something. Look at that.
I heard too, right when I got back out to the wire cut, I heard an owl sound off too. And that's why I instantly turned and went back into the woods because they're usually, that owl sound's usually a tracking thing.
Yeah.
Saying either I'm coming or going. But it sounded like a barred owl.
Saw the white out.
Trying to get a good scan with this thermal. There's a lot of trees to hide behind too that are pretty decent size.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to see if I catch a head peeking around.
See anything. There we go.
And I'm kind of thinking as loud as our steps are, I can't think that anything would be able to move that quietly.
Right.
I could be wrong.
Looks like someone cut that one. But that one in there, that's twisted.
Yeah, the one is twisted. That looks like a wide open trail, but not much on it. This is pretty thick. Those are all thorns. Look at that. These are gigantic thorns. I heard something. Hard to explain what I heard, but it sounded almost kind of like a baby squeal. I don't know if that came through on the camera. Said something make an incredibly strange sound behind me. Almost like a baby cooing or something.
I heard some crazy stuff. I don't know if you.
I heard something. When I seen your guys' light over there, I started to head back to you, and I heard a weird noise. So then I set off the predator caller.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
So. Well, it might be a good time if you guys don't mind. I'll set it off again.
Yeah,
okay. We'll hit the fawn in distress first. You guys may.
Caught up with the guys. They agree on those weird sounds. T-Mac heard them too. Trapper heard them.
Okay. Now I heard again. So this one's going to be the predator call. It's going to be a fawn in distress.
Right.
Okay. So. If this is what you heard, and you might have to throw that out, but all right, I think you know because you've heard me do that before, so I think you'd know. All right, fawn in distress. I'll get loud. 3, 2, 1. That wasn't what you heard, was it? Okay, good.
Did you see like that? Still up in here. Did you see like that hut looking little nut when you come through?
I'll hang a light here while we enter. Okay. So you know, here's our blue glow stick. Another train coming in. There's like a wall of thorns Jack's about to go into. I showed you guys some of the spikes on these trees. Even the trees here are kind of angry. through some thorns. Nobody really knows where he's going. How the hell he got through there? That's an interesting thing. Because I'd look at this and say, we've reached a dead end. But somehow, he got through that.
This is how he gets lost all the time.
What's that?
This is how he gets lost all the time.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm gonna turn around.
All right. I don't blame you. I think that's not a bad idea. I'm not low crawling through stuff. Yeah. So that's a little too rough on me. I put a blue glow stick as a marker to where we went in at. Yeah. So we can find our way out. Jeez. Man, these are thorns we're going through here. Crazy. Yeah, there's my glow stick. This one I'm going to collect up because I kind of did the other ones thinking I'd be back that way, but we weren't. So no, will not. Doesn't look like I'll be retrieving those other two. There's some thick woods, though.
monkey.
Sounded like a screech owl. Thought. I don't know. Yeah, screech owl. It's an eastern screech owl. I think. I think that's it. I'm not sure if could be something else, but if you look on my YouTube channel playlist of what I watch all the time, I watch owl noises. If it is, or it isn't, let me set off the rabbit in distress. You might get something with that. Okay, here it goes. It's gonna get loud. Rabbit in distress, 3, 2, 1.
You know what's weird? I just broke out the thermal,
Yeah.
and it's already dead.
What the shit?
No bullshit. It's already dead. Look at the battery in there.
Oh yeah,
Top
it
right.
is. Yeah.
This thing was fully charged.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What?
While we go down there.
Okay, gotta kill the camera here for a little bit, and then I don't know. I'll be back at least, if not for nothing else, it'll be an ending. If not, so all right, we'll be right back. We're at a different part. Trapper had to leave us, but I found right over here. Look at these. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. That is, we got bobcat tracks. There we go, dropping everything. All right, I'll get back to you after I get myself back together. But I had to show you the bobcat tracks. That's one of our hike objectives. Okay. So we're heading into the woods, kind of to give you a perspective where we were the last time. It's kind of the same woods, but it's the opposite side of it, and this is a just enormous wooded area. There are trails. And I do need to turn the thermal camera.
Somebody whistling.
I thought I was hearing something too.
Sounds like someone whistling.
Yes. We're hearing a faint whistling sound. Again, crunchy snow on the ground. I almost think I'm hearing Canadian geese too.
Prince, man.
What's that? That's some strange prints.
Look, right here in front.
What is it? It's a humanoid shape, or this is on a, it is on a path though. How much we get into here will be determined. I do have a rather large thermal hit over here, but I can't tell if that's just a bundle of trees or something else. What?
I don't know.
So,
Feet.
let's see.
But no say.
How the heck are they not stepping? I mean, look at that, but it didn't sink all the way in.
Yeah, that's weird.
There's something making some rather large tracks, but not sinking in. Like, I can't help but sink in.
Big track, but not sinking all the way down to the like here.
Right. Which is rather odd.
What's that?
It sounds like a Canadian. Or it might be a whistle. I can't tell.
I used to come out here. I believe I used to come out here alone in the summertime.
Jeez. Wow. It's just like some of the areas around Conneaut that I do solo. swear that sounds like geese. Those tracks, we're still following them that are not sinking all the way down. My thermal's getting a better shape of them. Again, got some bobcat tracks on here too. It looks fresh.
You want to check out this side?
Yeah. See what we get into here.
Remember, come back to this.
All right, hang on. Let me put up a glow stick. Okay, so we got glow stick marking his path where he's entering. This is cross-country skier coming through here. And I'm following along where he tamped down the snow good. Looks like all kinds of animals have been using this too. I can tell some of those are deer. You can see especially through the thermal. Oh, I have lights dying on me. I'm gonna have to get out the big boy. Turn this off. And we're gonna get the big boy lit up here. We got it at half, so I don't have this all the way up. It's so bright. It gets really hot, which would be nice on my hand right now, but eats power real quick. And I gotta play around with this here because for some reason battery is not charging it. So, okay, so I'll keep this light on here so you guys can at least see around here while there we go. Fiddle with equipment. So Jack's like right alongside of me there. We're gonna get a full, I just did a full fast 180 here. Check behind me here. Trying to look and see if I see a good spot to like head in here. I see a lot of thorns very close, like I'm not gonna be able to get past. So let's hike on down here. Two different things converging over here. So follow this game trail. It's definitely deer. So, got multiple deer using this track, so let's go see where this goes. They split off here. And it looks like we got a little stream cut here. And, I'm gonna follow this one here. Looks like a little easier way down across the stream. I may not want to do that. That is incredibly steep. There's a spider web in front of it, which is weird. That's incredibly steep and icy. And I'm not going to attempt that. We'll walk along this here a little bit. See what we can stir up. And if this were summertime, it would probably be too thick to have ever gotten back here. But this is icy, and that's steeper than it looks. I don't know if you can tell, but that is a good 10 to 15 feet drop. Almost straight down and almost straight up. It's a difficult, and it's incredibly icy. So, without having some sort of like hiker poles, or I need to get the spikes on my shoes too, but without having something like that, I'm not going to attempt that climb. So just try to get a good look at it. Jack is off to the left there. I'm going to kind of follow along this little stream here. If possible. It looks like there's a lot of things crossing this. Almost looks like on the other side of here that there's a pathway, but there's not. That is just how many animals are using that. Well, we can definitely see all the tracks back here, just even this little ravine here. There's lots of wildlife around here. I see a hunter's stand over here. Right up there. Doesn't look like there's anybody who's been out here recently. But given the tracks around here, it looks like a great location. I'm going to curve up because there's kind of a little cut here. I'm going to curve up back towards the main trail. You can see Jack right over there. Following these deer track right here. Okay, so this is the skiing trail here, which I imagine they do in the daylight. This would still be pretty creepy in the daylight, but you got better visibility. Continue on away from Jack for a little bit. And it's a creepy looking path. See, the deer are following this a whole lot too. See lots of deer tracks on here. And I'm not going to point it down at every one when I can tell they're deer track. I think most of you have seen that before. So when they see something that looks a little different, I'll point the camera down to it. I see Jack on the trail over here. So I'm gonna head back towards him. You just never know what he's getting into. So.
Great hike out of here.
I suppose. I was going to say, don't go that way. It's dark.
Yeah, it's real dark.
Yeah, this will just be a shorter video.
Yeah.
I don't know, actually, I could probably tie it onto the first one, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Make it up. Are you done filming?
I'll turn it off here. We'll say goodbye. So
Yeah.
this is cameraman.
See y'all later.
Check out his channel.
Man, number 33. It's nice to be back here.
Yeah.
Nice to have you out here.
It's good to be back out in the woods. So, alrighty, guys. On that note, I'll just keep my thermal camera running in case we get something scream at us or something like that. But most people don't see the thermal.
Real quick,
Yeah.
I believe we've been going unfollowed.
Were you over there? You were getting anything?
Yeah. Well, I started walking and I did a thing. I was walking
Yeah.
and I just killed everything. Bam. And stopped moving and I heard.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like,
I've had that
yeah,
happen before.
Okay. And with those crazy calls that we were all hearing.
Yeah, I can't wait to review that.
Yeah, something is following us. Something's, it's staying back.
It's staying on your side there. I went over there real quiet, but I found a hunter stand,
Yeah.
a tree stand. Oh, lots of deer track. So, alrighty. So, on that note,
Thank you all. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's free.
we'll just add this on bonus to the main video. Just do one. Yep. Again, I did find some bobcat tracks too. So,
Big bobcat.
and the screech, when I said eastern screech owl, I'm still not 100% on that. But it's my initial thought. But check out all the different sounds you hear and see what you think. Drop your comments in. Your opinion matters. Just be polite. Anyone not polite gets booted from the channel. And on that note, for cameraman Jack, Trapper, Unknown Outdoor, and T-Mac. T-Mac's American Experience, and goodbye and God bless you.